Freddy's Nightmares. Do you know where your children are? Could they have come up with a longer title? I don't think so. Do you know where your children are? They may not be at home. You should go check. Check where your children are. I know where the children are because I can hear them constantly. Lisa is a gullible teenager.
Heidi! Well, he said yes. And since your mom's playing bridge at my house tonight, I was kind of hoping that I could bring him over here.
No way!
Come on, Lise. You're my closest, best, most personal friend. Where else can I turn?
Heidi, if you bring him here, you know what's gonna happen.
That's the plan. Please, please. You're a lifesaver. Here's the Burton's address. I already phoned him and told him that you'd be filling in. I have faith in our friendship. Well, I'd better get home and get started on my hair.
Wait a second. Heidi, I don't even know the Burtons. How many kids do they have?
Don't worry about it. It's a piece of cake.
I wish I had a friend like Lisa. I see a familiar face. Jack Burton.
You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
Who?
Jack Burton. Me.
Oh, not that Jack Burton. This Jack Burton.
Hi, I'm Jack Burton. You must be Lisa.
Hello. Can I talk to you about this?
Joe, come on. We're already late.
Mr. Burton, I was wondering if I could ask you about this noise that
Why is it that wives go out of their way so that their husbands can never get anywhere on time?
Yes. That's right. We have a returning character. Apparently, after his wife Meg passed away, Jack quickly remarried. Along with his stepson is the adopted child, Patty.
Maggie, meet your new daughter, Patty. Huh?
Our daughter broke another child's arm. I don't take things like that lightly.
We have a baby. She's a serial killer.
I know whose Patty's parents are.
Supposed to be so perfect. I have to know who her parents are. I'll do this way. I need to know who her parents are. I need to know what her background is. Is there any medical history that we should know of? Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? She's tiny.
Not for long.
You're not my mommy. I hate you.
Patty cake. Yeah. Patty cake, baker's man. Catch a babysitter fast as I can. So you want to be a babysitter? Want to get paid? Rule number 1. Don't die on the job.
2 years back, Patty tried to harm Will. Not wanting to send Patty to the mental institution, Jack decided the best course of action would be to just lock her in the basement forever.
Oh, it'll be just fine if you don't open the door. If you get hungry, fix yourself a sandwich.
How much you want to bet that Lisa, at some point, is going to go in the basement? Just throwing it out there. You can hear Patty's moans of agony constantly as she moans and shakes the walls.
Why didn't you tell me about the Burton's daughter, Patty? What is it you were supposed to tell me about their daughter, Patty?
Nothing. Just that she's a little crazy.
Once Lisa has put William to bed, she suddenly becomes very tired. Can't stop falling asleep. In every dream she has, Patty has escaped from her basement and is after Will. After awakening from her latest dream, She once again goes to check on Will. Will's not there. So what does she do? She searches the house and finds that Will just got up to go to the bathroom. No! That's what a person with logic would do. This is Lisa we're talking about. No, Lisa decides...
Will? Will, are you in there?
There's not even a padlock or nothing on there. She's able to just go, unlock it, and walk in. Wouldn't you think the Burtons would have been smart enough to put at least 2 or 3 padlocks on there? I know I would have. If we go by Freddy's Nightmares timeline, Freddy would have been burned in '88. Bloodline episode took place shortly after Freddy was burned. Jack would have adopted Patty probably in '89, yeah, '89, because that episode took place in '89. So, and now Patty is a teenager. I'm thinking around 95, 96 is when this episode would be taking place time-wise. They do not do anything to indicate that it is the 90s, though. They just play it off like it's still '89. It would have been cool if they'd added some future stuff.
When will they learn you never ever send a girl to do a man's job? Besides, I've got evenings free. Just check my records. You'll find that I'm great with kitties.
You were the last people to see her alive when she was babysitting for you.
We were shocked when we heard about the accident the next morning.
That was a month ago today. I've kept her room exactly the same, exactly the way she left it, for when she comes home.
Everyone feels sorry for Mrs. Wick since Lisa's car was found that night. Lisa's car was found burning and crumpled on the side of the road. Everyone assumes that Lisa is dead. After leaving the Burton house, she finds a stray teenager rummaging through her car. Well, needing a new daughter, Mrs. Burton decides to take the stray teenager home to keep her like a pet.
That's music to my ears. Looks like Lisa's got herself a new mailing address. I think maybe she wants out of here. Maybe she's looking for some room service. Know what I mean?
There's more if you're still hungry.
That they are the exact same clothes that her daughter was wearing a month ago when she disappeared. This information, Mrs. Wick rushes to the police department to report this, that some stray teenager weird hobo has her daughter's clothes, meaning her daughter couldn't have burned in the fiery crash, that this girl probably knows where her daughter is, or what at least happened to her daughter. The police take this information, rush back to the Wick home where they arrest Patty, and after a long interrogation figure out that Lisa is in the Burton basement, where they then go and free her. No! That would once again be logical! Shut up! Instead, Mrs. Wick is convinced that this new girl must be her daughter, Lisa. Now, with the belief that this is Lisa, she's happy that Lisa's returned home, no longer needs to search for her daughter, doesn't take into consideration how whack job Patty is.
Lisa's downstairs getting a glass of milk.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Mother, you know I don't like other people sleeping in my bed.
You shouldn't be here.
And wearing my clothes?
I want you to leave.
Okay. But remember, Mother, if you don't get rid of her, I will.
She returns home, and her mother pulls a gun on her, thinking that she is the dream Lisa. Well, after some back and forth between Patty and Lisa, Mrs. Burton shoots Lisa. Patty takes the hell off before the cops arrive to send Mrs. Wick to the loony bin. Way to go, Mrs. Wick, you crazy, crazy, crazy bitch. Well, with nothing to do now, Patty decides to return home to visit Mommy and Daddy and her little brother. She fixes the hole in the basement.
Well, what are you doing in there?
What, Daddy?
Who's in the kitchen? Who opened this door?
So they decide to search the house to see if they can find Patty. No, that would be logical. Instead, they run right into the basement, where Patty's able to sneak around and then shut the basement door. I was thinking Patty would be hiding somewhere in the house. They'd go in the basement, she'd shut the door. That's not what happened. What Patty did was she fixed the hole, then waited in the basement for them to go in. Meaning all the Burtons had to do was close the basement door, and Patty would have been trapped once again. She would have actually sealed herself in there. But they don't do that. They're stupid. They just go running right in. Patty locks them in.
I will. I'm home.
This episode was stupid. They changed the Burtons way too much. I didn't like the fact that Patty was just a crazy person. And nobody in this episode had any logic whatsoever. I wouldn't watch this episode. It's not worth the time.
Wally! Beeb! Ward! June, I'm home! Oh, nothing breaks me up like these holiday reunions. Why, thanks!
If you'd like to support this channel, or just check out our Patreon page, the link is in the description below. If you have not yet subscribed, this is the perfect opportunity to hit that subscribe button. Has anyone seen this episode? If so, what did you think of it? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, remember to keep it creepy.